There are certain battles you can win by being brave and strong, but there are certain battles you can win by being cautious. COVID is one of those journey, at least in the beginning. Let's do everything possible not to contract it. Do everything possible so that others are not impacted, because these others are your close family members, your friends, your team members, and they need to be protected. In last 1 year plus few months, world has dealt with one of the most unknown enemies, but one of the most problematic one, that is COVID-19. And I happen to be in New York City, and this is almost an anniversary when New York was fighting this battle very hard and strong. And we didn't even know who we were fighting against, meaning it was a totally a new kind of a problem for us. But suddenly, all of my experts and cardiologists, the cancer expert, the surgeon, they were all aligned towards figuring it out what this virus is, how it is fighting, what it is doing. And that gave us an opportunity to understand, study, strategize, and ultimately kind of manage it that we are now at a point that we are not using masks and all those things in vaccinated gatherings. So that is in one expertise I have it as a doctor. But last year, going through this process, I ended up being a patient also. So fighting in that battle, when you get impacted by the disease, it gives you a totally different perspective. And especially when you spend some time in an ICU. First of all, there are certain battles you can win by being brave and strong, but there are certain battles you can win by being cautious. COVID is one of those journey, at least in the beginning. Let's do everything possible not to contract it. That's a step number one. Step number two is, if you contract it, how to deal with it and how to come out of it. Do everything possible so that others are not impacted, because these others are your close family members, your friends, your team members, and they need to be protected. And we also should know that not everyone will get into trouble, but significant amount of people may get into trouble. We should know what the risk factors are, which patient is likely to have more problems. And then comes the time when you become someone who had COVID. And once you had COVID, you have to learn to deal with it and don't give into it mindset that I had COVID and I'm not well. But what I'm suggesting is trying to do something which possibly will help in that process. There is no one recipe, there's no one solution, but getting up every morning, doing some breathing exercises, managing weight, eating healthy, cutting down on sugar, eating more lean protein, and starting within some kind of physical activity. It could be walking, it could be more vigorous exercises. You have to scale up slowly and surely. Every day, every week should be better than the last one. I think the technical term is the long haulers. So once people have COVID and they may be done with the acute phase, but certain chronic changes they continue in the body. And chronic changes could be multifactorial. Because of COVID, they may have had some issues with the lungs, and lungs are not doing their job. So oxygenation is an issue. That could be a reason. So once COVID is done, body's own defense mechanism is kind of not very happy, and it is doing things which normally it doesn't do. So it's an autoimmune basis of a reaction. My advice to people is Have a good set of physicians on your team, people who understand whole body and COVID interactions. Make a major change in the diet and sleep and rest and exercise regimen. Find a purpose and start getting into the journey. I mean, I think you didn't have a control on getting a COVID. Maybe you did, but now you have a control on how you heal out of it. At least do your best. I can tell it from an US perspective. Right now, we are anywhere between 30 to 70% vaccinated in different parts of United States. And things seems to be changing in a positive way because we are vaccinated. So my theme is there will always be some people who will have side effects. There will always be some people who will have COVID in spite of getting vaccine, but it is anywhere between 65 to 95% effective. So there are ins and out of both, but when you evaluate a problem and you see the positive side versus negative side, the positive outweighs, in my mind, anything negative. And I think we should follow the guidelines and just go ahead and do it.